Hey guys, what's going on? This is Cheney 180 and
It's playing with myself. Hi.
you're listening to another episode of They're Not Dolls.
Oh, Quickie Mini 99.9p. I didn't oh man. I'm back to prospect level.
Yep, you sure are.
I
Well,
forgot that there's no one else here to do that right now besides our special guest who normally doesn't say stuff like that.
right. I was just gonna say the only saving grace here is that we have the one and only Boog Nice himself, Boog ACBA. Welcome to the show, man.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for having me. What's up, fellas? Beautiful night here.
Oh yes. So,
Yeah.
I'm showing off what a newbie I am.
It's all good.
So lately, we've been, getting somewhat requests and whatnot to have people on the show, and sometimes your name pops up. And what people may not know sometimes is that you've been on the show quite a few times, actually.
Yeah, a few times.
Yeah.
Been tens of 20s of 30s of episodes since I've been on, but yeah, I've definitely been on with you guys quite a few times for sure. But yeah, good to chop it up with you once again. But yeah, I've definitely been on a couple times.
It's always a pleasure having you on. I think, you were on our 100th episode. So
That's
that was
right.
Cool. Yep. And we just recently had our 200th episode, which was fun.
Yeah, you guys actually been going the longest and the strongest, basically, as far as like consistency goes, man. I think out of any other like groups in the community, as far as podcasts go for the toy community, So congratulations on that, man.
Well, thank you. It wouldn't be what it is though without your help and everything, man. I really appreciate the support and everything.
No doubt. I rock with you guys. It's beyond just coming on a podcast and shit. We've all obviously met in person and chopped it up and shared beers and So,
yes, yeah. Way too many to the point where I couldn't move the next day.
Basically.
Well, before we go any further, Adam, what's going on with our chat amigos?
What's up, guys? Make sure you hit that thumbs up button, check in, and then if you haven't already, hit that bell and subscribe to all so that way you get notifications for the show. In the chat, we got EK, Unholy Chaos, The Wrestling Hound, Troy Flores, Born to Hula, The Wrestling Hound again. I already said your name. Plastic Predicaments, Disavowed Action Figures, Toying Around, Action Figure 21, Captain McKay, Uncanny Assassin, Jeremy Grondin, Johnny Number Cinco, Print Rabbit, Knucklehead, Urban Spidey is in the chat. David Bond, Dorian G, the one and only Smash Lab Creations, Dark Bold, Nick Von Frankenstein, Thick Nick, Praise White Jesus Andre is in here. Renee Garcia, Colossal Customs, some dude named Adam Van Wickler, Play No Games, Incomplete Thoughts. The One Fist is in here.
Nice.
Just hopped around on me. We got Winger Lose in here. Lago Figs, Renee Garcia, Cerrone Games, Donovan's Art, Freddie Garcia, and Sammy Delco. What's up, guys? 36 people watching live right now. Every single one of you should go hit that thumbs up.
All right.
I know quite a few of those names too.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
We got the regular Chat Migo crew basically all up in here. I just got a terrible email, guys. Ami just delayed the Mayfex Into the Spider-Verse. It's the Peter B. Parker. So hopefully that means the Miles Morales is still coming, but Peter B. Parker just got delayed yet again.
Okay,
wow, what's going on with that? I wonder what the deal is. Why that keeps happening?
Let me go see when my dog is losing it. I'll be right back.
I was wondering who let the dogs out?
Yeah, that's over here. So
it's I hope that it's a skinny little tiny joint situation. Like how we had the joints that were breaking on the Mayfex comic Spider-Man, like the wrist pegs and stuff. So I'm hoping that like it's a similar situation and they've caught it and they keep delaying it so that way it doesn't happen again.
Yeah, I'm checking my email now too. Yeah, I got the same thing here too.
Yeah, I mean, like, fingers crossed. I want Miles Morales to make it out this year because I want him to be on my like top 5 action figures of 2020 list. I'm sure he will be, but I just want to make sure he actually makes it out in time.
Wait, I think it's saying it's both of them. Am I?
Did you get both of them? Because my email just says Peter B. Parker. But
No, I think it's both of them. Unless it's just because I ordered them together, maybe. I don't know.
All right,
yeah,
sorry about that.
If you had it together or not.
All right, what did I miss?
Cheney just old yellered his dog.
No,
Basically.
no, he's still running around. He's just like, someone rang the doorbell. He lost it. So I went out and he's like, I went out there and he's like, check the door. I'm okay. I'm going.
Hold up. We got a super chat from Andre.
Oh.
He says, mad love to Dave Bond for hooking it up with the retro Spidey, and shout out to Thickless for ruining the weekly show. So Thick Nick apparently ruined the weekly show, and David Bond hooked him up with a retro Spidey, which is awesome.
That's very awesome.
I want to give while we're doing shout outs,
Okay.
I want to give a shout out to the Articulator, because the Articulator hooked me up with the Transformers Red figures, all 3 of them. He came across and just shipped them. I just got them today. So I just opened them. I'm digging them. I have nitpicks about them. Like there's some joints that are like tight and then some joints that are loose on them. But I'm chalking it up to being like, hey, this is a new line. I do overall really dig them, and I just hope it gets better. And then, like, I hope that they end up doing another Megatron and Optimus, and maybe
these are the ones that don't transform, though, right?
Yeah, the Red
don't
series.
Transform. That's
No, but they look good though. They do look really cool though.
I mean, like, that's it. Like, it's like we don't have a lot. Ernie and I are the 2 bigger Transformer fans on here, and it's like we mostly do the masterpiece stuff and high end. So it's like I like these as more just like something that you can just mess around with a lot easier, and like action figure wise, it's like it's cool. They are small. And like I said, there's some nitpicks because like some of them have better, the Soundwave has double jointed elbows, but Megatron and Optimus don't. And it's like, why? Like, there's no good reason for that. And then Megatron also has like a cool ab crunch, like a hinged ab crunch, and then Soundwave and Optimus don't. I think that the reason why is because of their they have torso stuff that opens up. Soundwave obviously opens up the tape deck part, and then Optimus opens up to have the matrix of leadership.
Oh, okay.
So it's like both of them have like kind of gimmicks, but it's like at the same point, I would rather have the articulation. In all honesty, like Soundwave, like it's great that it opens, but like again, like and most of the time, I want to be messing with these things as toys. So
yeah,
I'd rather have the articulation.
Yeah, I'm looking them up right now. Actually, taking a peek at them. Masterpiece is getting freaking expensive.
Yeah, no, that's like honestly, that's the problem with the Masterpiece is like the newest Optimus, like 44 or whatever it was. I wanted it. It looked beautiful, but it priced me out, man. Like that thing was over $4.
So like, we got a very generous super chat from Thick Nick. He says Andre and Adam are my favorite people. They can also get bent.
He's talking about Adam number 2, though. Not
you, me. Right? Yeah, different Adam. Yeah, other Adam. Yeah. Masterpiece. I'm priced out of those now. There's no way. I just can't.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm gonna pick up the last Seeker that I need, and I'll be done because I just really collected some G1 stuff basically for the most part.
I don't know. The new the Starscream that they just showed looks really nice though.
Yeah, that looks amazing. But I'm not spending that much money on a Transform, man. I can't. It takes me way too long to even transform one to begin with. So
I don't even end up transforming them. I keep them in bot mode most of the time anyway.
Yeah, the Articulator hit me up on Friday and he's like, "Hey man, like did you need these Transformers Red?" And I'm like, "I do. I really want them, but I can't right now. Like I can't. Like after October, like dude, I'm like, yeah, no." And then someone else hit me up too and they're like, "Hey man, did you need these?" I'm like, I love that you're asking me that, you know, you're trying to help me out, but I just can't right now. Like, I'm
Oh man, that
so
means that I bought your Transformers Red series.
that's fine because, you know, after Ami Ami was done with me for October, dude, I got to recoup here a little bit because, whew, it's been a rough last couple months.
You know what? It's this month for me with Big Bad Toy Store. Like my pile of loot is gonna be nuts. It already is, but like I got a lot of stuff in November, and it seems like it's a bunch of stuff that I like missed through like the import sites and stuff too. So yeah, it's not looking good.
Yeah,
But dude, that's great because then you can do like you do. I talk about it before on the show with Big Bad Toy Store and the Pile of Loot. I always like to ship it for like celebration reasons. So that means you get a nice Christmas pile of loot for yourself.
No doubt, no doubt, no doubt.
all right. Well, for anyone out there who's listening that may not know who you are and what you do, Boog, would you care to go over that real quick for the people who may not know who you are?
All right. Well, I would say in like 2009, myself and a few other like really old people from the community we started displaying on YouTube and kind of just showing off our displays and showing off our DTOF displays and talking shop and talking figures. And back at that time, we called ourselves the Marvel Legends community, as Marvel Legends was the premier kind of toy line breaking out at that time. And yeah, we were all just kind of came together off of our love of displaying, off of doing actual setups. And make a long story short, that kind of mushroomed into where it is right now today, as far as a ton of people all over the place displaying. We had migrated from YouTube at some point and moved over to Facebook. In between that time, I had coined the term articulated comic book art to kind of describe the art form. And we had migrated over to Facebook. We were probably the first like action figure display group on Facebook. And yeah, and again, it just continued to grow from there. And I do feel like, you know, the ACBA community is probably what really sparked this this kind of wave of so many toy photographers emerging, and just the way that companies kind of market their figures and try to sell figures nowadays. Everything is centered around toy photography, especially when it comes to marketing and stuff like that. So yeah, I would say that the ACBA community is probably really integral in where the collecting and displaying community is right now. And myself and just a few other people pretty much started that, kickstarted that. And today ACBA is I have the term trademarked, so it is a brand, and we do actually sell some in-house product as far as the cutouts and flight stands and accessories and stuff like that. I do feel like we kind of opened up the market for a lot of entrepreneurs to do their thing. This was it still is a very untapped market as far as so many avenues to make money and to sell your product and to utilize your ability as an artist to actually make money and within collecting and doing what you love, basically. So it's been a wonderful 10, almost 11 years of doing this. And it's been wonderful to see everything that has come out of it, and all of the wonderful artists and artwork that have come out, and head sculpts and this and that. So so I would say that I'm sort of like a curator or a figurehead of the collecting and displaying community.
Or a pioneer, even, I would say.
Pioneer, yeah, you could say that. You know, I don't like to toot my own horn too much, but yeah, that's basically what it is. So yeah, of course, over the years, I've been even perfecting my craft as a photographer and a display artist, because originally we weren't really doing a lot of photography. It was mostly video at that time. So, you know, you would videotape your setup from all of these different angles and stuff like that. But when we got over to Facebook, there was a lot of like traditional photographers that joined the group, and being at the Facebook group was sort of like a training ground. It was like a way for all of these different artists to kind of share tips and tricks and like, I always say this, but everything that I've learned as far as photography, I've learned just in the group, just like caveman style. Like, I'm not any traditional photographer. I never went to school for photography or anything like that. But just being able to kind of rub elbows with all of these people from all different walks of life and all different type of artists, you pick up a lot. And I think that's the real strength of this community, is just how we kind of like sponge off each other and are able to kind of absorb all of this game all the time, and that goes for everything. It's not even just about displaying. Like, we share tips and tricks on just where to get figures cheaper, where to look, where to shop, all of that type of stuff. So the ACBA community has become more than just like a bunch of guys playing with toys, and more like a fraternity of sorts, and like like a brotherhood, so it's been real cool to meet a lot of people too, to meet people in person, and like you have these lifelong friends that you share moments and memories and stuff with, but then you meet these people that are like engulfed in your hobby, and you feel like they're your lifelong friends. It's like you guys pick up immediately. Like, it's a weird, wonderful feeling to be a part of this type of community,
Yeah, it's always funny because there's like, you have your friends that you grew up with, and some of them may kind of mess with toys a little bit or whatnot, but then you got guys like us, like, ACBA and, toy photographers and stuff like that, and just collectors in general that are like, oh yeah, no, we talk every day, almost all day about toys, like
all day, every day. We converse, and we looking at stuff as pre-orders pop up and this and that. Yes, it's pretty nuts. It's nuts that we communicate so often within the community.
To put a note on that, actually, I want to give a shout out to Urban Spidey. He helped us set up our Discord. So if you guys want to join our Discord, we've got a link in the Facebook group, and so that is up and running. If you guys want to hop on our Discord, we just started that up on Friday. So there's that is another place where we just talk toys, man. Like,
man, I'm so old, and like I had no idea what Discord was or anything. And I downloaded it. Like, I was like, all right, I think like this is in the App Store. I'm like, I think this is it. And then like I joined it, and like it's fun. It's a great way to chat and talk toys. Exactly what we're talking about right now. Like, it's like-minded, and like posting pictures of toys, posting when toys go up for sale. Like, it's awesome. I love it. I'm glad that I joined, and this old man figured it out.
Yeah, no, I had no concept of like really what it was all about. And I've had people that have been bugging me like, dude, when are you gonna get the Discord? When are you get the Discord? I'm like, I don't know anything about it. Like,
yeah, what's a Discord?
Yeah, what is this? What are you talking about?
To coin Ernie's thing, what is this mechanism?
So yeah, we got that set up. So go ahead and go check that out, and we're having a lot of fun over there for sure. All right. Well, if you guys haven't had a chance, episode 204 from Thursday night has been uploaded. So you can check that out on all of your usual podcasting platforms, and it's here on YouTube if you want to watch the video version.
Just the two of us.
Yeah, it was only me and Adam. I think we did an all right job. I think we did okay. That was like literally right after all the Tamashii stuff started to drop. So we were like trying to like scramble through, and huge shout out to Lago Figs, who had already had the pictures up. We just jumped over to his page and started talking about it over there. Was there any highlights that you're excited for from the Tamashii show book?
It's funny. We were just talking about this on the ACBA podcast, and I was saying like one of the things that I really was looking forward to was the little food props, the little
yes.
Oh, with Goku, yeah.
Yeah, with Goku. So yeah. I'm not like the biggest Dragon Ball Z fan, but for whatever reason, I've kept up with this line, and I've literally bought every single figure, except maybe like 2 releases since the beginning of the line. So yeah, I've kept up with it. I'm not like super engulfed in the whole like early days of DBZ lore or whatever, but obviously I've seen all of the like regular episodes and Super and the movies and all of that stuff, more recent stuff. But yeah, the food props, because that's just something for more display, basically.
Yeah, yeah, no, I saw that too myself, and I was like, oh man, I gotta have that. So it's just the faceplate, the hands, and then all of the like the table and the chair and the food props and stuff.
Yeah, you know what? I wasn't 100% sure if the backdrop was going to be part of it too, but it looks like it's the table, the chairs, and the food, and yeah, the different faceplate, which is really cool. Actually, I like that a lot.
Yeah, because you could literally just run over to Target, get your, where they bait you with that $30 Goku,
Yep.
and then you could buy this pack, and then you could do this.
Yeah, you don't really need to be too deep into the line with Super Saiyan and Blue and God and this and that. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, this is cool, man. I'm excited for this. This was probably like the same. Like this was probably one of my definite highlights. This and probably that Chaosu, that articulated Chaosu. I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah, no doubt. That looked really cool too, because I know a lot of us felt kind of gypped when we didn't get the articulated version previously. With that, was it with Nappa he came with
yes,
the little static one? Yeah,
yeah, the one that just cling to the back. Yeah,
basically, yeah.
yep.
I wonder what they're gonna look like in comparison, the little static one to the one that they want to actually put out. If they're gonna be about to really about the same size, static one's probably small.
Yeah, yeah, I would imagine. So yeah,
But yeah, I think DBZ is probably like Tamashi's probably it's probably their best line. Honestly, I think it's probably their best line.
yeah, they definitely. It seems like they really put a lot of effort into it. Like you can feel it sometimes on the Marvel stuff. Like some of it's a little rushed, or I don't know what's going on sometimes. But with the Dragon Ball stuff, like they, I don't feel too bad about a majority of the times I get a new figure, even if it's just like a new Goku with a different head or whatever.
Right. But that's their wheelhouse. That anime style. Sometimes they screw up with the Marvel stuff as far as the look and the build and stuff like that. But when they're doing something like true to some particular anime or show, then they kind of nail it.
Yeah, yeah. I'm a few figures behind now. I've been going everywhere this year with all these different lines, and I really gotta scale back. I say it all the time, but I never do it.
Yeah, it's true. You got to put your blinders on for certain stuff and be like, nope, I'm not buying that. I will. You know what? That's one of the things that's actually great about the community too, because you could like just live vicariously through other people, and just kind of
Hmm.
like go online and just look at people's pictures and be like, you know what? That looks great. I love these shots, but I don't have to buy it. I'm good.
Yeah, yeah. Like I'd accumulated probably like I don't know 5 or 6 of those Storm Mortal Kombat figures, and they're
Mm,
nice. They're really nice figures. I like them, but I'm just like I'm never really gonna do anything with those. Like
yep.
they're just gonna sit in a bin, or they're gonna like sit on a shelf, and you know, I'm never going to do anything with them. So I ended up, dropping a couple of them for fairly cheap, just because, well, I'll give it to someone, sell it to someone that, will appreciate it more than I will.
Hmm.
Like I
Yeah,
don't.
the first time I got to handle one of those, I was like, oh wow, these are really nice. But it's just not really a scale I care about too much, and yeah, and I'm not really invested in the Mortal Kombat games like that either. So
Yeah, like I've still got the original Scorpion, and I think I got the newer Scorpion, and I got the newer Sub Zero. I'm like, that's good enough. Like that's cool enough to like, okay, I've got the two main ninjas basically, and that's really all I want to mess
Mhm.
with. So I appreciate the figures and I think they're cool and I love the pictures that I do see and I love the collections that people have, but like Ernie, he's all in on those. So I'm like, if I really, really needed to do something, I'd be like, Ernie, let me borrow those so I can do a picture real quick.
No doubt.
You know, sometimes you gotta share a little bit
No doubt. Sharing and caring.
because I don't make enough to collect every line of everything. Just
Yep.
everything that catches my fancy, you know. It's horrible. Plus with, you know, Hasbro just taking me, you know, raking me through the coals and bending me over and emptying out my wallet this year on top of import stuff. It's just like, yeah, no, I should really, really rethink this.
Yeah, we were just talking about the before we started recording the Razor Crest.
Yep. Yep.
So
There's
literally down to the last.
There's only 3 hours left. 3 hours left on that Razor Crest, guys.
Yep.
Hours.
So what was it? The Gomez of Death went up for order on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And did you pick one up or no?
I did actually. I did.
Yeah, this was one for me where I was just like, you know what? I'm good. I'm good. Because I've just turned down Transformers Red figures, so getting, what was it, all 4 of those would have been about the same price as this. And B, I'm just like, I don't really need this, even though there's some, you know, modification and you could do some cool stuff with it. I was like, I'm good. I'll let someone else get theirs, you know?
Yeah. No, I got it because I wanted to review it for one, and then I was like, you know, maybe it'll be obviously it'll be a cool figure to do some head swaps and just have a regular, you know, ninja and stuff like that. I'm honestly not really like fully invested in the whole like Gomez, like the Mezco, that particular storyline, you know, but
Mhm.
I do recognize that they're putting out really nice figures with really nice accessories that you could easily kit bash to whatever you want them to be, you know, so.
That's what Adam does, right?
That's the key. Like you're preaching right now. Like that's it. Like I don't care at all about Gomez. And especially Gomez. Like the other characters, like the Baron Benz, Doc Nocturnal that I'm getting at some point this week, those look cooler to me. Gomez, like roach-headed guy, don't care at all. But like you swap some heads onto the Gomez figures, like I love them. Like it's like they're great figures. So it's like, and that's the beauty of the Mezco stuff, is that like swapping the heads is so easy on them that it's like, oh man, like they're really cool. So yeah, Mezco got all sorts of monies from me on Friday. I ordered the Gomez of Death, I ordered the weapons pack, and then I ordered that upgrade kit for Doc Nocturnal too, because
I didn't even see the upgrade kit until Fancho Fabio was showing it on our podcast. I didn't even realize that they had that available, but that's a really cool expansion pack too.
Yeah, I didn't
sneaky.
Yeah, I didn't know about it till the next day either, right?
Yeah, I know. I told you about it, and you were like, "What's that?"
Yeah, so what are you talking about? What is that? And you're like, no, it went up for order. I'm like, oh, yeah, I might have grabbed that. Darn it, man. Yeah, I was kind of bummed about that because they had all that stuff that went up, and I was like, I just saw this. I'm like, all right, I'm good. I was busy. I was doing something. I'd gotten a project in last week where I'm like, I'm gonna clean up my toy room. I haven't seen the full floor in there in God knows how long, and I think it's about time. So I was still kind of.
You inspired me, dude, because like I did a little bit of that yesterday. I didn't get enough done by any means, but I got a nice start going.
Good. Yeah, my toy room was a mess, man. Like I'll get stuff set up for like a shot for the thumbnail for the week, and then I'm like, I don't really have time to put all this away, so I'll just set it over here for now, or I'll get stuff out or open stuff, and it was ridiculous. It was really bad, and I'm looking around it right now, going, this is awesome. I can walk around in here. I can do all kinds of activities.
Like seriously, that's what I did. I put a lot of stuff away. So like, because I had piles amassing, which I showed you,
Mhm.
and I put a lot of stuff away, and it's like now I can actually like walk around and I can get to the closet so I can pull bins out and like potentially look for stuff. Because like, man, it was like walking around like there's landmines everywhere
Uh-huh.
beforehand, like piles of toys, stacks of boxes, and it was just like, oh, getting dangerous.
And the fact that I literally had a pile of stuff that would come in every week last month didn't help that at all. So I was like, all right, I need to stop the
Daily.
insanity.
Like I like that's still happening to me. Like it's like, and it's getting bad. Like it's like I feel like a drug addict because like if I don't get a package every day now, I'm like, what? Like I need a new toy. Like what? I need to add another new toy to the pile.
I mean, it's getting to the point where I actually forget that I got stuff. Now that you say that, I just
Uh-huh.
remember that I got the Mapex Michael Jordan today. I totally forgot.
Oh, I'm psyched for that figure. The fact that he comes with 3 pairs of sneakers that you could
Yeah.
swap onto other figures.
Honestly, that's the main reason why I got the figure was for the.
Dude, I mean, like, come on, that's not a bad reason. Like, I think that like that's so cool. Like, that's, I mean, like, and the fact that they're, like we have Miles Morales coming, and like you have like the sneakers, like for like, come on, that's dope. That's so cool.
Yes, indeed. We had Sculptor Shelf himself had put up his Designer Con Sabretooth. Well, we could say in quotations Sabretooth headcast over the weekend. So hopefully everybody was able to get their order in.
I didn't order it, and I actually forgot until you said it right now. But was it the head sculpt and the sort of like furry collar part too, or it was just a head sculpt?
Just the head sculpt.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, he was doing painted and unpainted. So as you could tell, like the painted version just looks insane.
Yeah, it looks very good.
Yeah, so
Because when I first saw it, I thought I saw the head sculpt, and it looked like he was going to give you look. Because doesn't that little furry part attach in like a peg hole in the back on Sabretooth, if I remember correctly?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. It might have been because of this image here, where you've got the grayscale head cast there, and then that fur is like a gray anyway, so it could be confused, definitely.
Got it.
Yep. So yeah, those went up on Saturday at 11 a.m. And I think they went through them all right, Adam?
I believe so. I don't have to struggle like you guys because I know that guy.
Yeah. Yeah. So the good thing was I didn't have to rush to Designer Con this year. You could just go online and get it. So that was a good thing. The bad thing was I didn't rush to Designer Con this year to, meet up and hang out with people.
Well, that's true because Designer Con is like that's supposed to like they're doing an online thing. I think this week, right? Like
I believe so. Yeah.
I wonder, like now that we're saying that, I wonder if Mezco has another drop planned because they went to Designer Con last year and that's where they dropped the pink skulls.
And the
That's
samurai.
I forgot about that.
Yep, and the Samurai Gomez too.
Yeah, Samurai Gomez and pink skulls. So it's like, man, like that's like I wonder if they have a drop to coincide with that.
That's entirely possible. I wouldn't be surprised if, they put up something this week sometime saying, hey, here's your chance or whatever, go on at this time. And I guess you have to like pre-register for it. From what I was reading earlier today, you have to like pre-register to be like a part of it or whatnot.
Really?
Make us jump through hoops.
Yeah. No, I was reading a thing about Designer Con and they're saying you have to pre-register before, I guess it starts on the weekend or whatnot. I didn't read too much about it, but I do remember it saying that.
Do you did either one of you guys get the black boat?
No, I didn't. I think that went up at a little bit of a rough time where I'm just like, I really want that Lockjaw, but I just can't.
That's like that. Like honestly, like I was looking at it and like I dig it, but I would have been buying it just for Lockjaw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like, and when I look at it and I'm like, I'm buying it because like Black Bolt looks cool and all, but like that I yes, we worked on the Hasbro Marvel Legends one, so like I'm a little bit lopsided on my thoughts of it, but like I don't think it's that bad. It's fine. It's Black Bolt. Like it's cool. Like yeah, the Mezco one, I do like the cape more. He comes with way more effects and everything, so that's dope. But like I literally would have been buying it for Lockjaw, and like to me in the back of my head, I'm like Hasbro's gonna do them at some point. Like they're gonna do a Lockjaw at some point.
Yeah.
So that's I for the Marvel stuff, I will buy stuff here and there. Like I ended up buying Gambit just to use him for parts. Like I literally used Gambit's jacket, the Mezco Gambit jacket, head, and accessories, and hands and everything, and swapped it onto a Marvel Legends figure to make my own perfect Gambit. So it's like I'm not opposed to buying like Project Mezco stuff, but yeah, I passed on Black Bolt for the time being, at least.
I wanted him because I want to ultimately have an Illuminati, a Mezco Illuminati, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember why I didn't pre-order him or why I don't have it. I don't know what happened.
Don't you hate that? Like when you're like, all right, I think I got it. Okay, cool. And then you're like, well, it's not coming in. I don't see it.
Or like you'll do like the terrible thing that happened to me where it's like I keep telling people, which I probably shouldn't, that I have two different Mezco accounts for like anything that's limited. So you order it from one of your Mezco accounts, but then you forget to check that one. You only check the other one, and then you end up ordering it again. So then you have multiples because you're just dumb like me.
Yeah, no, or you order it from even, like our guy Supreme Collector. Like I thought that I missed out on IG-11, the SH Figure Arts. And I was like, well, I didn't order it. It's not a big deal. It was a web shop, and I don't see myself ordering it from Big Bad, so I don't think I got it. And then it came out, and everybody's raving about it, and then the price shot up, and I was like, ah, man, I guess I probably should have got that. I'm kind of second guessing that now. It is a robot. Bandai does good with robots. It's kind of a no-brainer. And then I was like, oh well. And then Supreme Collector hit me up last week. He's like, oh yeah, you got IG-11 coming in next week. I'm all, oh right. I was pleasantly surprised. I remember I was talking to you, Boog, about how I was like, man, I don't know what I'm doing getting this Mandalorian SHF stuff. Like I should just stick to the Black Series, and because I wasn't like a big fan of that first Mandalorian figure, but I got the best car in, and like I opened it and I kind of checked it out, and then I put it back in the box. I'm like, this was a bad decision, and and then I'm like, you know what? I watched that first episode. I'm like, I'm gonna do a picture, and I took a picture, and the light, the way that metallic paint catches light on that Figure Arts Beskar Armor Mando is insane. Like that thing photographs nicely. Like you almost.
I want to get the Beskar one. I got the regular one from SHF. You know what I just got too was a neck peg extension for the SHF version.
I need to get that. I need two of those.
Mm-hmm.
Where did you get those? What? Who's selling those?
I'll send you a link. Some 796 Studios sent me a link, but yeah, I ordered two actually, so I should have it in a couple of days, I guess.
Oh, nice. Well,
that's one of my biggest complaints. Besides the gun strap falling off too easily, it's the fact that the neck sits down too low.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that Beskar one though it's insane. Like I was blown away at how well, like you just set it in front of the camera and you're like, ooh, that looks nice. I don't even really have to try. Like you can I mean I've been seeing a lot of awesome shots too, but yeah, no, it's the way it picks up light, the way that metallic paint works is killer, man. Speaking on the Mandalorian, today is Mando Monday, and you can, what was it, at 1 year time for, or yeah, 1 year time, 1 hour time, 4 year time. You could get the helmet here, the Black Series helmet. Oh, we just got a very generous super chat from the One Fist. Boog, is Photo Combat coming soon? Did we lose him? Did I lose everybody?
Oh, you got I think he's got his microphone muted.
No, my bad.
There you are. There you are.
Yeah.
What'd you say? I'm sorry.
The One Fist asked, he submitted a very generous super chat. He said, "Boog, is Photo Combat coming soon?"
Oh yeah, definitely. That was one thing that I forgot to mention in my whole little spiel was that we kind of introduced competitive like displaying to the community as well. So we have quite a few different competitions that we run each year. 3 main competitions. So it's the ACBA World Tournament, which is completely video based. There is Photo Combat, which is all pictures, and that's usually through Facebook. And there's Summer Shots as well. Well, actually, now we have October as well, so it's like 4 different competitions. But yes, definitely, we definitely trying to come with the. We are planning the next competition right now. Actually, October just wrapped up, and we're supposed to be in November right now, like November, KNOW, which is not really like a big competition. Is more just kind of like something for the community to kind of participate in on the Facebook group. But yes, the answer to that question is coming for sure. Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you'll have to let me know because we'll definitely be a proud sponsor for sure. We're always
No
down
doubt.
to throw in goodies for that, or even some people are looking for admission payments or whatnot. Just hit me up. We'll make it happen for sure.
That's been another amazing part of this too. Is other toy companies and the Toy Migos and any type of groups or crews or cliques kind of recognizing the power of displaying and just saying, you know what, this is a great idea. I want to donate something to this competition. And so it's been a lot of places, Big Bad Toy Store, Diamond Select, all of these different companies and stuff that have thrown in prizes for some of these competitions too. So that's been wonderful. That's been amazing. LoonQ, all of these different places.
And it's a lot of fun. I've done it before, and it's a blast. It's a blast to do. It's hectic.
Yes, very much so.
It's hectic and stressful, and all the above. But it's a lot of fun, man.
No doubt.
If it wasn't for Photo Combat, like I wouldn't talk to Mike Wang as much as I do. We faced off before, and that was super fun, and I met a lot of cool people just from the face-offs alone.
No doubt.
Photo Combat is awesome, man. It's one of my favorite ones, and I would love to try and do that, but it's like I don't know if I've got the time, or I don't know.
It's a serious investment because I mean you literally making a a financial investment to make sure that you have all of the materials you need, figures and dioramas and all of that, and then it's a huge investment of your time, like mental like stability, like everything, man.
Oh yeah, because it's still a weekly thing, right? So it's like a weekly.
I think the last one we did, I think last year or the year before, it was you had 2 weeks in between each submission.
Okay.
I think that's how it was. I think I think the first time we did it, it was like the time reduced as you got closer to the final 2, basically. So you had less time to put something together, basically. But then I think we changed it up and we made it where it was just an equal amount of time for each round. But yeah, man, we're figuring it out. We're figuring it out right now. We're figuring out the next sponsors and all of that stuff.
Awesome.
Right now. So,
I always love Photo Combat, and can't wait to see it happen. It's going to be a blast. So I think the bigger question, Boog, is: are you getting this Mando helmet or what?
The helmet? Yeah, I'm good on the helmet. I'm still in the 25th hour about this this Razor Crest, but the helmet looks good too. I actually haven't gotten any of the like Hasbro like helmets or shields or swords or any of that stuff actually. I feel like that's for people that have like their own like total room dedicated to, you know, their collection and stuff where they could have all of those cool little, you know, you got a man cave in your house.
I agree with you, Boog, but like Ernie will tell you, just put it in your bedroom.
Yeah.
You got to fight with your missus over something like that. So.
Yeah.
I think, well, when you're as obsessed as the Fallen Fed is, he just wears that right to bed. So he's just got to deal with it.
Yeah, like I could imagine his kids' surprise when they finally see his face, you know. Like, Dad, it's been so long. He's just all, well, don't get used to it, and then pops it back on. I remember he had a Kylo Ren helmet over there one time, and I put it on, and it's got the little voice changing thing in there and everything. I was like, this is actually really cool. Like, it's real neat to mess with.
And you can see how you could get caught up real easily.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That'd be another thing. Now you collecting helmets.
Yeah. No, I'm good on that. I don't have enough room for the figures that I own, let alone, you know, some helmets now. I'm good. Right. Yeah, it looks cool. It looks rad. It's not for me, and I'm sure a lot of people pick this up and they're completely content with their purchase. So I'm also fine with that, and I'm happy for you. And then today they showed off the Remnant Stormtrooper from The Mandalorian. So these
went sold out in like 2 seconds.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah, another troop builder that was a Target exclusive. Am I correct?
Yes.
Yeah. What are they thinking?
I'm wondering when is Black Series gonna go and offer troop builders for a reduced price like Marvel Legends.
As Repulse. You were again preaching to the choir here. It's
ridiculous. we've talked about this in depth before on here, and we've come to the conclusion that they never will because everybody is willing to pay $20-$25 for them anyway. So, like, a majority of people are like, you know, like, I want to say some in-box and some out-of-box guys are like, well, this is a new paint job or a new, you know, card back or a new package. I've got to get it. And Hasbro's like, well, why give True Builder when we sell these just fine without having to do that at all? It makes no sense on our end, but I could see on their end, they're like, yeah, no, there's no reason to put this up for $15 when we could sell them for $20, $25.
Basically.
At our normal outlets. So I think what I'm trying to say, guys, is don't buy Stormtroopers anymore. If you want
to. I'm actually kind of mad that they went and upgraded the classic like Stormtrooper Buck.
Yeah, because you were like right there, right? You had all of your troopers, right?
Pretty much. I was just shy of 50 of the old ones.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, and they redid the whole Buck, and it's got, you know, better articulation and
just looks so good, man. They look good. I don't even own any of the new ones yet, but I've seen them, and I'm just like, damn it, I can't buy another 50 of these, man.
Yeah, no, I saw 2 of them in Walmart one day, and I picked them up, and I made sure to film a video of me opening the box so I could send it to Ernie, and I could, you know, hear him cry inside a little bit. And I opened them up, and they're nice, man. They're real nice. I hate the single hinge knees. That just drives me wild. But you know, other than that, I mean, they've got better motion on the elbows now. They've got little butterfly joints in there. They're really nice figures.
But they the double jointed knees, though?
It has single jointed elbows and knees, and the helmet is a little bit cartoony. Those are my complaints. The single jointed elbows get really nice range, at least, but they can look a little bit funky. The knees are single hinged knees, and
Mhm.
it's like that's and I mean, like, get more than 90, but they don't get as much as a double knee by any means.
Yeah. Yeah, they're
And they also
nice.
don't have holsters for their blasters.
That's right.
So don't go throwing away your old stormtroopers yet. I mean,
All
like,
right.
that's it. Like I got a few of the new ones. I dig them, but they're not perfect by any means. And it's like, that's it. Just add to the ranks, man. It's all good. Mix them up.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah, but Boog's the kind of guy that's like, I know that they're
Yeah,
different.
no, when you know, I get it. I get it. When you know, and it's like you look at it and it's gonna, but like no one else is gonna know. I promise.
You just kind of like picked that thought out of my head right now, no doubt.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm like, well, I could. I'm like, no, because like no one else might know, but you know,
Right.
and it's just gonna pick away at you, and you're like, ah. So,
You guys have been watching Mandalorian?
heck yeah, I got a chance to watch the new one. I think it was yesterday finally, and I heard a lot of people complaining about it, but I really liked it. I enjoyed it. I thought it was funny, man.
I was halfway through the this second episode of this second season. I didn't finish it yet. I'm gonna actually finish it up with my daughter when we're done. Actually,
That's yeah. I'm watching it with my son too, and I know Cheney, you got your whole family into it as well.
Yeah.
And it's like it's just so good. It's like ridiculously good. I love it. It's like playing with toys. But then the newest episode, and I'm not gonna spoil it for anyone that hasn't seen, but it does it introduces like kind of like a creature that is based off of old concept artwork, like super old school Star Wars concept artwork, and it's amazing. Like it's cool stuff. And the child, Baby Yoda, is a beast in this one, man. Is a total beast. And not for ways that you would think. He is just like he don't give to anything, you know? Like,
yes, murder.
yeah, he does what he wants.
All right.
yeah, that first episode of this new season was like eye candy, man. It was so
Oh man.
visually stunning and just like it was really good episode, man.
Yeah, I enjoyed it too, and it was great that you know, that little thing at the end there. Ernie's like, he's back. I'm like, there's no solid proof. That could be any clone.
I like that Ernie's not even here, and we're still giving him like flack about it's like maybe it's not Boba Fett, dude.
But in all reality, I miss Ernie. I wish he was here. He was looking forward to this episode for sure. But unfortunately, he had to be working. So I miss you, man. We are all about out of time for the night. I want to give a huge thank you to you, Boog, for hopping on with us and taking the time out of your day to come talk toys for a little while.
No doubt, man. It was always a pleasure. Hopefully, I can get back on with you guys soon for a regular episode.
Yeah, for sure. I know it runs way late on the East Coast, so I can definitely understand why, you know, most people on the East Coast are like, no, that's, you know, that you're starting at 12 a.m. No. So before we head out of here, where can everybody keep up with you, and what do you have potentially going on that you would want to possibly plug here?
All right, so you guys who want to display, want to learn about displaying, want to kind of maybe just spectate and figure out if that's what you want to do, then maybe you want to come and join us on the ACBA group on Facebook. If you actually search Articulated Comic Book Art on Facebook, you'll have two options, one of which will be the fan page. You can like the fan page, and that'll keep you up to date on anything kind of toy related in the community, especially like YouTube videos, and you'll get notifications for when Toy Migos drops a podcast and other podcasts and all of that good stuff. And then the second option will be the ACBA group, where you can join and you can actually get tips and tricks and tactics in real time and see how displaying is done, look at people's BTS and see how to display. Then we have our feature page on Instagram at Articulated Comic Book Art. where we feature some of the best toy photography from around the world throughout the week. And if you want to follow my personal Instagram, it is Boog _ACBA, BOOG _ACBA. And my YouTube is Boog Nice 10 or Boog Nice. And yeah, that's it.
And aren't you on a podcast as well?
Oh yeah, for sure. So I do a podcast, the Articulated Comic Book Art Podcast. We have been consistent once again for the past 5 weeks. So every Saturday night is our new night at about 7 p.m. Eastern time on my YouTube channel. Again, that's Boog Nice 10 or Boog Nice. You can find me on YouTube, and you know, I do displaying and stuff on my channel. I do reviews on my channel, pretty much the whole gamut of things associated with collecting and displaying.
And one of my favorite things that you've been doing, even like that I've noticed a lot more lately, is like talking about like comic book stuff, like dropping some historical comic book stuff. Man, I love those posts. Like I mean, like I know a good chunk of them, but it's like it's a nice reminder for me, and I think it's great for learning a lot of the newbies out there that haven't been reading comic books as long as us, you know.
And you know, that's the inspiration. That's the essence of ACBA too, is drawing that inspiration directly from the comic books and from these stories and stuff like that. So I feel like, you know, we all old dudes right here, right now. But but you know, somebody who's just getting into collecting, that's 13 or 14 or 15 or something, they don't know about some of these stories from the 90s and stuff like that. You know, it's cool to kind of put them on and make them go search it, and that'll give them more ammunition for when they want to display it too.
The DMC says we don't know comics book.
DMC, them's fighting words, buddy.
Well, we can't all be a complete Spider-Man and Spawn archive like the man Diego himself.
Yeah, no doubt. I know he's a heavy Spider-Man and Spawn enthusiast for sure.
Oh yeah. That he is definitely he is one of.
Better not say nothing bad about Todd McFarlane.
No, exactly. He champions his boy for sure, and that's awesome. That's what makes all of this so much fun, because you've got guys like Diego that are like, don't talk bad about Todd. Then you got guys like Dallas that are like, hey, Superman is the all be all, period.
That's funny. He just tried to check me on Superman like 10 minutes ago, because I said the Mafex Superman, the chest looked a little weird to me.
And he's like, no, nothing looks weird about Superman.
I mean, like, I would say that this would make Dallas mad, but I don't think it actually will, where I'm like, All Might is a better Superman than Superman. But he might agree with me. Like, I'm not sure, so we'll see.
I don't know, man. Everybody loves All Might, myself included.
All Might is like, I literally, like, I mean, I think you guys both know my lady works at DC, so like we'll be watching like My Hero, and I'm like, man, you need to tell them all like what's going on with All Might, because he's the best Superman.
Yes, I agree with that. All right. Well, Adam, where can we catch up with you, sir? Or stay in touch?
Well, I'm going to do my 10-minute long sign off thanks to our chat migo, Ronald Ramos.
Mm-hmm.
I am the artist, formerly known as Prospect, Lord of the Deep V, industry insider, creative director at Gentle Giant Studios, podcast ninja, mother of the cursed dead, and breaker of mortal ruin chains, originator of Keeping It Ernie, The Depression Pile, and Plus Ultra, aka Adam Van Wickler, your friendly neighborhood playing with myself.
Oh, I love it. It never gets old.
Oh, it will get old. It'll get really, really old. Like,
I was very
Quickie Mini just ran 10 minutes over again, guys.
All right. Well, once again, Boog, thank you so much for taking the time out to hang out with us today. It was awesome.
Yeah, man. Thank you, man. I had a good time.
Well, Sean S. has been in dropping bombs, and he just dropped like a huge one.
Yep, I just saw it.
Anyone that's listening to this after the fact, you need to catch up in the chat, man.
Mm-hmm.
Woo!
Mm-hmm. And with that being said, I am Cheney 180.
I'm playing with myself.
And I'm Boog Nice.
And remember, guys,